I think that this offense has found its rhythm, and that we're continuing to build on it and just continue to prepare, each practice and taking advantage of each practice. So.
What do you feel like you found about your rhythm, George? I mean, we're getting into Game 9. I know that coming into the season you were big on body maintenance and all that stuff. Like, what do you know now that you didn't then that's allowing you to play at this level?
I think just being consistent in everything I do, just being, in the trainer's room, and just being disciplined. I get sometimes I don't feel like going in there, but I got to go in there obviously and get the work done, and just being able to be available.
It's kind of silly, but like, why is it important to go in there? What do you do that allow that gets you?
I mean, just rehab on my hamstrings and like little minor injuries like that can tweak, or if I'm feeling sore and I know I need to go in, I'll come in early. So yeah, stuff like that.
Simple stretching, is it?
Yes, I would say stretching, rolling out, BFR, stuff like that.
We saw you warming up before the Air Force game. Did you want to play in that game?
Yeah, for sure. I felt good out there. I've definitely been in the trainer's room past 2 weeks, the bye week and game week. So it's been really exciting just to be back out there running with the team. So yeah.
Is that maybe one of the things you've learned where you maybe wanted to push it, but then it could have been a 3 or 4 month week thing if you made it worse? I mean, you got to be careful, I guess, at times like that. Or?
I mean, yeah, for sure. The coaches, they don't want it to be like last season, where it was one game I'll come in and play and then re-injured it and stuff like that. So they didn't want it to be like that.
It was almost like it seemed like it was part of the formula in the red zone in the past couple of years was to almost take you out. That obviously isn't the case this year. How much do you like, or appreciate getting those carries down near the goal line?
I love taking advantage of the red zone and all of that, because it's something we definitely need to work on as an offense, especially scoring points. We've been kicking field goals and stuff, so just being able to finish as an offense and have that downhill mentality where the rest of the big guys, we have some defensive players running out there blocking their tails off, and it's really exciting to see this is really a team thing on offense.
What makes an effective red zone runner? I mean, how's it different running down there than versus between the 40s or something like that?
I mean, it's just more downhill. It happens quicker, so we got to be able to react quicker and get down more downhill.
And just talking to Keith, he calls you powerful. We've heard that over and over time, but he also said you run skinny. Obviously you make yourself skinny and when you get in there into tight spaces. How much of that is instinct? How much do you work on that? How do you make yourself run skinny?
I would say that I got to just as a running back, it takes a toll on my body a lot. As any running backs, taking a lot of hits. So just being able to play the game smart, also being able to read the angles and just being able to hit it full speed downhill. So, yeah.
When you think of the BYU Boise State matchups, what's the first thing that kind of comes to mind?
It's always a rivalry game. It's always a big game, and it's always exciting for us and Bronco Nation to come out and just see that game. So I think it's a really big game that we've been playing every year, that we look forward to playing these guys, and it's going to be exciting coming out Saturday.
Are you doing anything different to playing cold weather games? Weather's supposed to be the coldest game of the year, put extra clothes on, hold the ball a little tighter. How does that change you?
I mean, yeah, just weather. We practice in it, so I wouldn't say it's nothing crazy, but we also we practice in it, and we also have heated benches, which I'm glad that we have those heated benches. So just being able to stay mobile, stay active, get on a bike if I'm getting stiff, and staying just moving around.
Has Dirk taught you anything maybe about football, whatever? I mean, what's it been like? I don't think we've talked to you since Dirk got this gig, and he said he saw you in the summer, he thought you were a third down back in the NFL. Now he says, I think he's a complete back. Like, what's Dirk's influence been like on George Holani?
It's been really good, honestly. The way he just operates and helps us out as an offense. He's really straightforward with us, and he's really honest. And I think that with him just being able to call plays, within the huddles, he strategizes, how we're going to go downfield, how we're going to attack them. And when we're going down, it actually works. Everything he said, before the huddle, he's just out there calling it. And I'm like, yeah, this guy's pretty good.
We had heard for so long how impressive Talon was as a passer, and I think it took a couple weeks of him getting reps to show it. How satisfying was it for you guys to be like, this is the Talon we've seen in practice and for years to show itself on the field?
It's been really exciting for us, honestly. Just being able to see him develop, as a player, and obviously on and off the field. But it's been really exciting seeing him make those throws that he's been missing, in practice, and being able to grow in his game mentally and physically has been really good.
When he's throwing for 300 yards and stuff like he is now, what's that do to open things up for you guys running the ball?
It puts, DBs and safeties, it makes them drop, and it opens holes for the running backs, and that works with, the run game as well. If we're running the ball and the receivers are blocking, I tell the receivers, like Lassie, I'm like, all that blocking paid off. They're all in the box. We're going to take a shot. We're going to adjust and adapt. So whatever the defense is giving us, we're going to, go with it, and we're going to continue to adapt as we go.
As a running back, what did you make of this 10-yard touchdown run?
That was crazy. We always do like jump cuts and stuff. So just we're always on TG's head sometimes about reading blocks and stuff. So it's really great to see him be out there, be able to make those jump cuts and make dudes miss, and it's really exciting. That's something special that he does.
How much does he work with you guys on that? He's obviously more of a running quarterback. Well, he can be a running quarterback. How much does he lean on you guys for advice in that area? On days like this, we usually have or like yesterday, for example, we have like ball security circuits where we do a lot of running back drills, jump cuts and stuff. So quarterbacks and receivers and everyone work on that. So yeah. You brought up the receivers as blockers. What do you know about the knockdown board in the receiver room?
Oh yeah, they're really passionate. Those receivers, they're really excited about the knockdown room. They're always talking about it when I'm around them. They're like, I'm gonna catch up to you. I'm pretty sure. Steph Cobbs, he leads the room right now. I'm pretty sure with knockdowns. And I heard Latrell talking about it, oh yeah, I'm gonna catch up to you. So it's really exciting to see that.
How much do you celebrate that? I can't remember if it was on your screen or Riley's screen, but Steph got another one this week, he said. So how much do you see, guys? How much do you see that and celebrate that?
That just pumps up the offense. We're a physical team. Not just in the box. Outside too with our receivers, and we're able to. They're able to make those blocks and be physical in the run game also. So it's really exciting to see them.
West Side Pizza, Talon Green, or what's that?
Wise Guys.
Wise Guys Pizza. Were you in that picture there for the NIL deal Talon had?
Nah, I'm not quite sure. No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
I thought maybe I saw you in there.
George, we've seen what your availability means to this team. If you rush for 100, you guys are literally unbeatable. What do you want to accomplish over the next, this final month of the season where it's obviously going to test your durability, all this stuff? What do you feel like you need to bring to this team individually to push this thing across the finish line?
Just continuing to do my job, staying hungry and humble. We still have a mission we're trying to chase and accomplish. We set, our goal is to play here for the Mountain West Championship, and that's just something we want to carry out throughout the season and be able to play here at home.